How something as large as a soccer field and as heavy as 500 cars can lift off and fly in the sky so easily. Human beings have wanted to float like a bird since time immemorial. With the advent of physics and technology, it has become possible. But what is the physics of taking off, landing, and flying around the world? Let us see. On the runway, the plane speeds forward and picks up energy to help during the liftoff. The forward motion is called thrust. Wings of an airplane are shaped to make the air move faster over the top and slower underneath. Therefore, a lower pressure on the top of the wing and higher pressure underneath the wing build up. It is just like flying a kite. You run a fair distance before the kite soars in the sky. In a plane, there is a huge difference in pressures because the wingspan is very large on modern airplanes, even bigger than some football fields. At a certain recommended speed, the pilot lifts the nose up slightly to give the plane upward direction. And boom! The plane leaves the ground. The physics phenomenon involved in the liftoff is called Bernoulli's principle. The wings of the plane keep creating an upward lift in the sky. There is also the force of gravity pulling the plane down. As long as the lift is equal to or greater than gravity, the plane stays floating. The third force is a forward thrust by the engine, taking the plane to different places. However, there is also air resistance or drag, which cannot be ignored in real situations. The double engines of the aircraft must produce enough thrust to beat the drag. Now a question arises. How does a plane make a left or a right turn? Planes have moving parts to control direction, like on the tail and on both the wings. These moving parts are pretty much like a steering wheel in a car. They are also used for stability, to reduce the effects of turbulence in a long flight. When it comes to landing, it is more Newtonian physics again. This time, the pilot has to do things in the opposite direction. Firstly, the speed has to be reduced. Engine power is decreased to reduce forward thrust. As a result, upward lift also becomes less than before. Gravity starts acting up, and the plane is tilted downward carefully. As the plane comes down due to gravitational acceleration, the flaps on the wings are extended to increase drag. This will slow down the plane significantly. Before touchdown, landing gear hits the runway, and brakes are applied, which is actually a reverse thrust. Finally, at last, the plane stops safely.